Those who have joined with other login details, please edit your login details even though you have joined in. It is possible. Otherwise, your attendance will not be marked as a present. Okay. So, um, format I have mentioned you in the morning itself. Okay. So, we will continue. I think yesterday we have discussed related to only first part. This one, right? Okay. The meaning of the subject name, Internet of Things. So, now we will go for importance of the subject related to that. See, to when we are discussing of related to the Internet of Things, that is IoT, we are generally using the word. So in that case, it is not possible to interact with all over world's device only using software applications. Okay, so here to interact with the world's various locations, various parameters, various uh, sectors. Okay, sectors in the sense of like industrial sector, domestic sector, military sector. Okay, uh, commercial some sectors are there. Okay, so related to that, if we want to interact with such sectors, regions, devices, so or some parameters like physical quantities, like environmental parameters which are available in the environment. So all such sectors will be interacted with the help of sensors. Mostly sensors are important. So we are interacting sensors with the outside world, and with the help of sensors output will be generated, taken care, and a respective output will be given to the system. Okay, and then whatever the required numbers you want to generate with the help of output of sensors and the integrated embedded system, this output will be interacted with the internet globally, so that we are able to see, monitor or control from anywhere, any location. So what happens if we implement all such doing such activities? So it will be helpful for, like when such integrity or integrated circuits enhanced with the help of some sensors, hardware circuits, software, and then finally with the help of internet. If all such are integrated in a single system, then it will increase the production update. That is, productivity rate is increased, whatever the earlier rate was there. So it will enhances the production rate of that particular product, material, whatever the uh, output we required. Okay, rate of production will be increased, reduce the operational risk in that case, by continuously monitoring by last day, last month, last year. Okay, conditions or uh, specifications, requirements. Based on that, what are the hazardous effects we faced last year, last day, whatever. Okay, so related to that, based on the analysis of previous results, it is possible to analyze what will be the uh, risk at current time or now, when we are using particular machine, particular system for generating or testing or measuring, monitoring, whatever the application is there. So based on the earlier conditions, it is possible to detect what conditions are there. Okay, so related to that, the operational risks are also reduced. Then the Internet of Things for industries enables you to collect and analyze the data from connected assets. That is, here the word connected assets means what are the machines, processing machines, controlling machines, drilling, bending. Okay, so what are the machines are there in various industries? Printing machines may be there, maybe some molding machines may maybe some products manufactured, bended, again some melted. Okay, all such activities, whatever the industrial operations are there. So such operations, if that particular machine is connected to the internet, then we are able to see their performance throughout the world, anywhere, any locations, if it is connected to the internet. So that's why it is mentioned that the connected assets. Okay, from connected assets. So whatever the connection, people, places, to deliver actionable insights. So if that particular room or factory is connected with the internet through the cameras and other part. Okay, so related to that, if it is there, then in that case, from the monitoring state, we are able to know who is working properly, who is not working, who is present, who is not present in the factory room or production house, whatever service center, maintenance house, whatever is there. Okay, so based on that, we are able to get the monitoring status from any locations throughout the world. Okay, and that's why we are make an actionable remarks based on that conditions. Okay, so that's why it is very very important. Another one, suppose if you consider generally connect devices across multiple protocols and standards for merging data streams and optimization of the acquired data from the revolutionary context. Means here, nowadays we are tracking our orders uh, from online platforms, Amazon, Flipkart, or some speed post. Okay, DTDC couriers are there. So in this way, we are tracking that particular vehicle who is carrying our parcel. Okay, so like this, so here also communication protocols are used, and for wireless communication as well as wired communications are also there, device to device or in the same vehicle itself. Like now we are seeing the some luxury cars are there having automatic door opening closing with the help of remote button on the dashboard of that car, that driver side. Some signals like fuel indicator, speed indicator, then airbag opening closing, windows opening closing buttons are there. Some air pressure measurement system is there, internal temperature, outside temperature shown. So all such sensors are connected to the dashboard with the help of some communication protocols, either ASPI, I2C, or CAN is another controller area network, another protocol which is mostly used. CN, CAN bus is mostly used in case of automotive sector or automotive industries, and I2C and ASPI mostly used in electronic industries or electronic products mostly. Okay, so these are the some concepts related to that. Some implement rigorous security standards to protect the data at rest and in motion. So generally when we are interested, requested to protect protect our data, suppose like security based systems, so leakage of data will not be accepted. At that time some encryption decryption messages need to be added there, and accordingly some authenticate user only can access such data, and he or she able to know what is to be sent and what is to be received at that time. So it will be very very helpful for security applications mostly, and for secure transmission of data or exchanging information. Okay, so that purpose also through wire or wireless communication may be there. Okay, that is internet plays an important role. Then discover how to improve industrial operations, enhancing the enterprise workspaces, and connect devices across wide areas. So here connect devices means again, most of the devices are connected to the internet throughout the globe, so that day by day number of devices are increase. So more than billions of devices, okay, 4 to 5 billions devices are connected uh, last year, added together, and now I think this count may be more than 10 billion. Okay, so these devices are increasing day by day. Here improving individual operations means to improve the productivity, quality, that is accuracy, that is by giving some machining operations, like, as I think you people maybe uh, heard that the 3D printers nowadays are working efficiently to design some statues and other parts, okay, from plastic or fiber itself. So their accuracy is also very very good. So such applications where individual operations may be perform, industrial operations related to that, some like bottle filling, controlling, monitoring plants are there. So based on that requirements, they are also able to do some specific task by giving some inputs through the sensors, through cameras, or monitoring some status, high, low. So industrial operations are also monitored with the help of IoT based applications. Enhancing enterprise workspace means reducing the human efforts and giving more and more accuracy, punctuality in the work, preciseness in the works, with the help of inter-integrated circuits, so that it will be uh, giving more productivity with more accuracy, so that profit of that particular employer is enhanced. Okay, so this is related to the importance of the course. So you guys are requested to note down these 4 points related to the importance of course. Take down, please. Completed. Completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll go for next part. See, some of the objectives related to this course, that is IoT, just take a note like that. See here, to make students, so here all the objectives or outcomes are related to the student only. So here I have mentioned that student, student, student. Okay, so the condition is that to make the student aware of different components of IoT system. So here you have to undergone through the basic IoT architecture or basic IoT system, which consists of some major blocks or major components and how they are connected. Okay. Then next part related to this, again one ARM series next controller is introduced to you guys, that is Cortex M3 series. So this is a controller from ARM series. Okay, so it is a 32-bit controller. So uh, most of the operations are performed in a very short time as compared to the earlier, as we have seen, like ARM 7 and before that peak, as well as 8051. So in that series it is a fastest controller, we may say. Okay, so its number of bits are also increased and the operation capability is also increased. Next part, like to make a student to learn interfacing of different peripherals with the controller. Okay, as you guys are already known how to interface some of the IO devices like switch in keypad or some sensors, some output devices like displays, LEDs, some relays, motors with the controllers. In the same manner, here the programming language and some IO pins are changed, but basic funda or basic concept related to interfacing of any device with the microcontrollers is same. Input devices are connected, and based on the output generated from the input devices like sensors, controller will work and generate some output. Accordingly it will generates output signal high or low, so that it will control the device whether it is a on or off. Okay, so based like this interfacing. The next part, to make the student learn different communication technologies and the application protocols used in IoT. So IoT used protocols. So just introduction to such communication protocols, how they are working, their functions, and some syntax or formats related to that we will discuss. Then to introduce student different cloud platforms of the IoT. So what are the different platforms used in the IoT? These platforms we will see. So these are the some course objectives related to your complete course. Okay, so just note down. Write down, please. Completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll go further. Sorry. Course outcomes. So here your subject 413. So these are related to objectives. Based on that objectives, we have defined some outcomes. So you have to write these also. See first, that is as ET 413.1. So related to that, student can elaborate different components of an IoT system. So based on the objectives, here we are defining the outcomes. Okay. Or other way we may say that the outcomes are based on the uh, objectives which are evolved in the curriculum syllabus, whatever points we are discussing in that particular course. Okay, here course means subject. Here we are not using word subject like that. Okay, so course means your subject. Internet of things is your course like that. Okay, so first is elaborating or identifying the different components of IoT. Second one, write down, describe the architecture. So Cortex M3 ARM series architecture, you have to identify, analyze it. What are the different blocks, sections, registers are available in the Cortex M3 series microcontroller. Then interfacing program for different applications of ARM controller, that is M3, Cortex M3. And then student can describe different communication technologies. Okay, so what are the possible communication ways to interact that controller with the IoT based applications, or to imbibe implement IoT based applications, which communication protocols are used. Completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we go for the syllabus. Okay, so here just note down the syllabus for unit 1, then we'll go for unit 2. See, unit 1, introduction to internet of things. Here just introduction. In that, first point is introduction to IoT, different components of IoT system, as we have discussed. Embedded systems, sensors, communication system, those who are applicable or interacted with the IoT based systems. Then cloud, applications of IoT in various domains. So just an introductory part here. In first unit we have to cover it. Okay. Completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we go for second unit. See, embedded systems for IoT. Related to this, write down these points like introduction to embedded systems, different components of embedded systems, basics of microcontroller based embedded systems. So here, how embedded system is useful to interact or to make uh, devices to interacted or integrated with the internet. This is most important. Related to that, we have to first analyze what are the possible, probable software part, hardware part from embedded side. See, as I already mentioned you, so mention your login details neatly, properly. Otherwise, like who is there? Samiksha and Ashwini, 46. Why you have entered such a wrong details?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Why you have mentioned TYA? Which instruction is given from my side in the morning itself? Edit it. Then Ashwini, who is Ashwini? 46.
Sorry, sir. I will correct it.
Okay. Now only. Ashwini, who is Ashwini? Hello? 46. Hello? Ashwini, am I audible? हे असं असतील जॉईनच करून हे करत असतील तर मग कशाला अश्विनी वाघमोडे रिमूव्ह केलंय बघा ओके completed this part
Yes, sir.
again who is 34 सुप्रिया हे तर व्यवस्थित बघा रे बाकीच्यांचे काय आहे तुम्ही कसं काय वाटेल तसं काही वाटलं करायचंय नसरीन शेख हु इज नसरीन शेख
Yes, sir.
why you have not edited your login
Sir,
details
now I did. Okay. Sorry, sir.
विद्या ढेरे ढेरे विद्या हॅलो विद्या ढेरे हे काय फक्त लॉग इन करून जातात काय निघून कुठेतरी ठीक रिमूव्ह केलं third gya introduction to arm so here till second unit general awareness is there related to embedded systems used for iot then we go for specific controller series that is cortex m3 processor okay from the arm controllers so here see who is this joining with name joke कॉमन सेन्स भाग ठेवा रे जरा तरी बघूया काय कोण आहे ते who has joined right now hello Hello, who has joined right now? लगेच लेफ्ट केलंय. तुमचे असे मूर्खपणाचे लक्षण आहेत ना काही मुलांचे, तुमच्यापैकीच कोणतरी आहेत जे इंटेन्शनली असं करतात. ठीक आहे, लेट इट बी. राईट डाऊन फॉर सिलेबस third unit. So here we have to go for introduction of ARM architecture, like Cortex series classification, that is ARM series is classified, and in that then next part is Cortex M series. Related to that, we are focusing on Cortex M3 processor. Okay, so its registers, instruction execution format, some uh, as we have seen related to ARM 7 LPC 2148 बघितलंय ना आपण. झालंय का LPC 2148?
Yes, sir.
So similarly, we are looking for Cortex M3 also. Okay, just like LPC 2148 also. Okay, so register formats, uh, bit size, operating speed, memory, crystal, RAM, ROM, all such parameters we will analyze with the help of architecture. Okay, so here it is also mentioned block diagram, register, memory map, instruction set, data processing, processing arithmetic, program flow control, etc. So all such instructions are also need to be checked. Okay, then there are applications like low power, exception handling capacity, capability, flow control, program flow control, features and some requirements, sleep mode, whether it is available or not. Sleep mode is important factor related to processors. Okay, development of low power applications. So now we are seeing that like smart devices having low power application like smart watches, and some music devices are also there having Bluetooth headsets are there, wireless. So battery provided to such devices is very less, but they are working for more than 2 days, 4 days, like that. Okay, so low power applications, basic embedded C programs for on chip peripherals. So here we have already covered. So similarly, we will go for the this processor also. Interfacing of IO devices like LED switch, serial communication, and interfacing data acquisition systems. That is ADC, DAC part. Okay, have you completed this one?
Completed, sir.
Okay. Then we go for the unit number 4, communication technology. See what are the communication technology generally used for the IoT based applications like low energy. Okay, Bluetooth, but having low energy requirement. That is, energy requirement is reduced So it is not a general Bluetooth system. So it is having a requirement of very less energy as compared to the regular Bluetooth system. Then Zigbee is there, Wi-Fi is there, RFID is there. So all such communications are used to interact with the internet. Okay. Mostly Wi-Fi is most famous in all respects. Okay. Wireless also, data speed also, connectivity, easiness also. Okay. Characteristics, limitation, power consumption, parameters. Like when we are discussing particular communication protocol or technology, and they are having suppose some power consumption issues, power required is more, then some other limitations like range limitation is there. Okay, data rate limitation may be there. Their architecture suffers for particular speed limit or a number of devices connected like that. Okay, so based on that we will discuss. So this is our unit number 4. Write down, please. Hmm. Completed.
Yes, sir.
Fifth unit syllabus. Here, internet connectivity principles and application protocols for IoT. So what are the application protocols are there? So based on that, we have to see like IPv version 4 and version 6. So generally nowadays we are using IP version 4, but we are in the transition phase, that is switching towards the 6 v6 IPv6. But now in the phase of 4, some of the devices are already switched, but some are in the phase of transition, that is switching. So these two protocols are mostly used. Okay, so now this will be the our target. Then next 6 LOWPAN. So this is again communication protocol. Basics of application protocols like MQTT and COAP. So we will see one by one and their features, framework, how messages are transmitted, received. Okay, what are the formats or structure related to the message transmission as well as the reception. Completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So go for next part, unit number 6, cloud platforms for IoT. Okay. So related to that, again, cloud architecture for IoT, concepts, different concepts for application programming, interface, that is API design and interfacing of API with the cloud, survey of various IoT cloud platforms. Here, just an introduction to cloud. We cannot go directly in detail with that, but you guys need to be understood some basics related to the cloud. What is what are the functions of the cloud, how data is uploaded to the cloud, how data is accessing through the cloud, like that. Okay, so that's why just an introductory part of the cloud platforms for the IoT structures. Okay, write down. Completed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is related to syllabus, and just take a screenshot of textbooks used for this course, that is subject. Different authors and titles are mentioned. Some of the reference books are also mentioned here. Okay, taken screenshot.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is related to the syllabus and books used for this. So from tomorrow onwards, we will go for the first chapter. Okay, introduction to IoT, right? Okay, so prepare one notebook. I'm again instructing you guys. It is mandatory to prepare a notebook and write down all the notes related to the our subject. I will check and I will take unit by unit from you guys. Okay, so thank you guys. I have already taken attendance by taking a screenshot, so no need to carry again attendance by calling your roll numbers. Okay, so session is over. You may leave the meeting now.